So, while my character in the movie may be able to see the future, I also can. And I know what the future brings. I know that when you see Madam Web, you're gonna love it. In fact, I think you're gonna see it twice.
Madame Perucina. My ass!
Fucking empty. Madam Web.
I've lost a straw.
And he lost the straw.
I hear there's a hot old lady in this film. This is the only reason why I went and saw this.
Yeah, I didn't tell him who Madam Web actually looks like, so. Wait. Okay, go.
What are we going to say?
No, that's,
Well,
what do you think about the movie?
I couldn't really tell you what my review on the movie was. It's just these two fuckers, the one with the camera and this other fucker, talking throughout the beginning of it. So I don't know what the fuck happened.
You didn't find the most stupidest, funniest part, right? I was under the assumption that it was about 3 spider women, and it was only one dumb Dakota bitch that can't act to save life.
The whole movie was fucking so blurry. It was shot on an iPhone. I swear to God, that's why it looks so blurry.
And when you guys do see this movie, expect to see a cross inbreed of Spider-Man and Predator.
Yeah.
What they never showed you in Predator back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Buenos dias, or buenas noches, my beautiful people. And I just came back home from watching Madam Web. Don't watch this movie, guys. Please, don't watch this movie. I only watched it so that I can make this review. That guy Jarvis and his brother tagged along with me to watch it, and their first impressions are basically the same like mine. This movie is hot garbage. So Madam Web is another Spider-Man spin-off movie that does not have a Spider-Man character or Spider-Person. I guess it does, but it's really a bait and switch. Anyone who saw the trailer with the 3 spider women that shows up, yeah, that's not real. That's just a vision that eventually happens, which is the last shot of the movie. No, the whole movie is that those spider women are teenagers, which are played by adult actresses, which I don't know why they decided to do that. It was just weird because once the camera has close-ups on their faces, you can tell that they're not teenagers at all. It was bizarre. Just hire young actresses. It's not that hard, man. So this movie tells the origin of Madam Web on how she got her powers, how she got blind, and disabled. Like we needed a whole almost 2-hour movie explaining that. Gee, I was so excited to really know the true origin of how Madam Web got blind. And also, I guess the origin behind the Spider-Man powers, because we see these weird tribalistic spider people at the beginning of the movie. I was bursting out laughing, man. That shit was just fucking dumb. Hell, the entire opening of the movie is basically how you should not film or edit a movie. But anyways, Madam Web's mom gets killed by evil Spider-Man because reasons, I don't know, something about his family. I wasn't paying attention, who gives a shit. He wanted to get this special spider that apparently cures diseases or some crap like that, and so he takes off with it, and then the tribal Spider-Man grabs Madam Web's mom, she was pregnant as well, gets the special spider to bite her so that she can save her child, and there you go, that's the opening. Fast forward to 2003, where Madam Web is an adult, and then an incident happens where she awakens her new web powers, which allows her to see through the future, and realizes that 3 young girls are in danger because this evil Spider-Man is out to kill them, because in the future they eventually are destined to kill this guy and throw him off the building, because I guess he's evil, or whatever he's doing. I don't even know what he does for a career. He just happens to have all this access and securities and shit like that. He's got a girl in the chair that communicates with him, telling him where the girls are. He's got cool cars, got a nice penthouse. What does he do for a living? Does he own a business? What's his motivation? What's his end goal? He just seems to be there as an obstacle for our protagonist. Hell, what happened to the girl in the chair? I don't even think we even know what happened to her at the end of the movie. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. Was there any positives in the movie? I like some of the song choices they have, and at least they film in location, and that's it. Those are all the positives, because this is definitely the shittiest movie I have seen in quite a while. Let's start with acting. It's awful. Majority of the performances are garbage. Dakota Fanning cannot act. It's either that or she just didn't try because she realized the script was shit. I haven't cringed in a movie so much in my life until I watched this movie. Majority of the CGI is bad, and I honestly believe that they wasted most of their budget on the CGI spider that stays in captivity in the glass bottle or even that display case the bad guy has in his penthouse, because every other effect that requires to show off the powers is really bad. We're talking about CW level bad. None of the characters are likable, and it seems like they were trying to go for a Terminator type of story, but done awful. Like, you don't care about, like, protecting 3 Sarah Connors, but they're all just annoying, or they just act like a plank of wood. I was hoping it's going to be a lot more memeable, like Morbius, but I guess Matt Smith dancing is still better than this.
Have sex, excel, put my hands against, put my best of best, put my 10 or put my spend, have sex, excel. Ultimately show, Tingani Tandi Pesho, Tandin Tashi Tandi Hesho, I funi Kadi Funi Kesho.
And of course, we have to somehow bring in Peter Parker into this. So it seems like Ben Parker is Cassie's partner during their time as EMS or paramedics, and that Ben's sister is pregnant with Richard Parker's son. You remember Ben Parker? You remember Peter Parker's parents? Ooh, I remember. You remember the Spider-Man costume? You remember the wall crawling? You remember Daily Bugle? Sorry, Sony, member berries don't work. The fact that we don't get an actual superhero brawl is just insulting. And you think you get it when the 3 ladies suit up, but no, just a vision, not real.
This shitty final battle is brought to you by Pepsi Cola. After a long, tired night of being chased down by a budget Spider-Man who's willing to snap your neck, you need to quench your thirst. And that is why Pepsi Cola's got your back. With all new explosive flavor, July the 4th. Just 1 drop of this on your tongue, you will feel the explosive flavor going off your mouth like the fireworks they are. So good that you end up on a wheelchair for the rest of your life, being overwhelmed by the great flavor of Pepsi Cola 4th of July. Don't forget to check the bottle caps because you might have a chance to be invited to our Pepsi Cola warehouse where we store heaps of fireworks for no goddamn reasons but to cause a fire hazard. Pepsi Cola. New look, same great taste.
Evil Spider-Man falls to his death like a classic Disney villain. And at the cost of that, Madam Web is crippled and blind. At the end of the movie, when she was turning around in her wheelchair, I swear to God she was going to fall over. I was ready to laugh at that part. What else is to say about this fucking movie? It sucks. Pacing is shit. Editing is shit. There's so much ADR in this fucking movie. For those of you who don't know, ADR is basically voice acting. There might be some scenes that they might need additional dialogue, so they bring back the actors to voice over them. And that's what the bad guy's been doing the entire movie. Every time you look closely at his lips, whatever he's saying does not match what he's saying in the voiceover. And you can tell since he rarely interacts with anyone but the girl in the chair. And even so, even that is voiced over. Because most of the time, he's talking off screen. You don't see his lips move. You see the back of his head. Most of his dialogue is off screen. And the costumes are not good. For the brief moment we see the spider ladies, it's as if you took off the eye lenses part of Spider-Man's design just so that you can see the actress's face. And it looks weird and goofy. Someone was paid to make this. Just keep that in mind. A writer was paid to write this garbage. And the director was given millions of dollars to direct this movie. And this was the end product. A fucking mess. Sony, why are we making spin-off movies of characters we don't even know about or characters that doesn't really need a solo movie? Sure, Venom, I understand. Morbius? Why? Madam Web? Why? Craven? Why? Why don't we get Spider-Man 2099 with Oscar Isaac? Or Spider-Gwen, or an actual Spider-Woman movie, Spider-Girl, with Mayday Parker, who is the daughter of Peter Parker. For those of you who don't know, there are actually comic books of Peter Parker's daughter, and I think that would be pretty cool to see. But even so, I don't think I could trust Sony to do it, because somehow the producer will fuck it up, just like he did with Spider-Man 3, because he wanted Venom. He's always pushing Venom. Now he's got Venom movies, he's just pulling out of the hat whatever works, I guess. And there's been so many misses, and Craven will be the next miss. Please, Sony, just make spin-off movies about other Spider-Men, not these random characters. I mean, who else you got? El Muerto? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm done. Fuck this movie. I told you my basic thoughts, that's it. Doesn't deserve any more of my time. Subscribe if you want, give that fluffy thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day or night. Ciao.